Dear all, welcome to the playlist of power electronics. In this session, I'll be discussing about various peripheral effects of power electronics. Let us have a brief discussion on different peripheral effects of power electronics. Let us consider a block diagram of power electronics. Here, we are going to use a power converter. The main function of power converter is to control the power flow from source to load such a way that we can able to satisfy the requirement of the load. For example, if it is a boost converter, we can able to boost up the voltage. For example, 12 volt to 24 volt. That means without changing the power, you can able to increase the voltage by reducing the current so that the power level remains constant. So you can able to satisfy the load requirement. In the main component of power converter is power transistor, or you can call a power switch. So you can provide the suitable PWM signal towards the power switch such a way that you can control turn on and turn off of that particular switch. That is what exactly happening here. So this is a basic block diagram of power electronics. Now let us consider what are the various peripheral effects of power electronics. The first and foremost thing, let us consider power quality issue. That is the main cons of power electronics. If you are using a power electronic component, you have to compromise the power quality. That's the main problem. Especially the distortion of the waveform will be taken place if you are using any kind of power converters or any kind of power electronic circuit. So that is referred as harmonics. That is the main cons of power electronics. If you are using a power electronics, that is well and good. You can able to convert one level of power to different level. You can able to satisfy the requirement of the load. But if you are talking about some drawbacks, the main thing is harmonics, problem of harmonics. That is one of the main thing. Similarly, you are dealing with a high frequency signal because in order to operate switches, we are actually using high frequency signal. I mean, switching frequency will be very high switching frequency you are going to use. That means you will be using more than 1 kilohertz. Okay, 1 or maybe 100 kilohertz. So it depends on the application. You will be using high frequency switching signal. So if you are using high frequency switching signal, the main problem is that will be interfacing with some other communication network. So you can refer cross talking, EMI problem. Okay, that is one of the main drawback if you are using any kind of power electronic circuit or power electronic converters. That causes electromagnetic interference problem. That is referred as EMI issue. Okay, how to mitigate harmonics problem and EMI issues? For that purpose, we require filters. At the input and output side, we require filters. Okay, that's the main issues of power electronics. If you are using power electronics, we have to compromise these issues. So in order to minimize those issues like harmonics, EMI, especially harmonics, EMI, we have to use special type of EMI shield we have to use. That is also expensive. So if I talk about harmonics, to minimize harmonics, we require filters. Now let us go back to the block diagram, which I explained first. Here, the thing is we are going to use input and output filter. Here you can see the input filter and output filter. Why it is required? To mitigate the effects of harmonics. You can maintain the harmonics within a particular limit. So that is why we are going to use input and output filter. Okay. If you are using input and output filter, that is too expensive. The design of filter, those things are the cumbersome difficulty. Those things are too difficult actually. So these are the cons of using power electronics. For EMI, to mitigate EMI, you have to use EMI shield, a special type of EMI shield. So that is also costly, bit costly. So these are the cons of power electronics. There are a lot of pros and cons. Every system there will be pros and cons, but these things are the remarkable factor. So to analyze harmonics, we have to go to Fourier analysis, Fourier series. Fourier analysis has to be studied. Fourier analysis. Okay. So Fourier analysis is required to understand the effects of harmonics. There will be third harmonics, seventh harmonics. Okay. So old harmonics are there. So we have to understand those level of harmonics. We have to go for detailed Fourier analysis. You can measure harmonics by using harmonics analyzer. Harmonics analyzer you can use. Harmonic analyzer. If you are using harmonic analyzer, that is also bit costlier. So you have to find out these expenses. So these are the main peripheral effects of power electronics. So in this session, I have explained the basic block diagram of power electronics, and I have explained the importance of power electronics, why it is required. So afterwards, I have explained what are the main peripheral effects of power electronics, and I could list out the major peripheral effects such as power quality issues, especially harmonics, then electromagnetic interference problem, then requirement of filters. So if you want to analyze the harmonics, we require harmonics analyzer, and we have to study about the Fourier series or Fourier analysis. So these are the major peripheral effects of power electronics. While designing power electronic circuits, you have to take care about these factors. Finally, thank you very much for watching this video.